welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to build an AI agent to auto-schedule WordPress blog post. So as a content creator, my objective is that every day at a specific time, my workflow should get triggered and it should look up for the topics in my Google Sheets. And after that, automatically, OpenAI should generate the post for my WordPress, and after generating the post, automatically that should be shared on my WordPress account too. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect Schedule by Pabbly with Google Sheets, OpenAI and WordPress using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me all take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, I'll show you how to automatically generate and publish blog posts on WordPress every day using AI and Google Sheets. It's a great way to stay consistent and save time as a content creator. Alright, so as you all know that as a content creator, I want to keep my WordPress blog active with fresh content every day. But manually writing and posting blogs takes a lot of time. So I decided to build an AI agent that automatically runs every day at 9 a.m. It picks a blog topic from a Google Sheet, generates a full blog post using OpenAI, and then automatically publishes it on my WordPress site. So this saves me hours of work, helps me stay consistent with content and keep my audience engaged without me having to do everything manually. Alright, so now here on my screen you can see the Google Sheet that I've already created with the name WordPress post. And here you can see the fields that I've taken such as date, topic, target audience, tone of writing and the word count. So here you can see I have added some topics over here with the dates, and now here my objective is that every day at a specific time my automation should run and automatically it should look for the topic in my Google Sheet for that specific date, and after getting the topic automatically it should send the details to OpenAI to generate a blog post, and after generating the blog post automatically it should be shared on my WordPress account as well. Alright, so now here to build this automation I need to connect my Google Sheets with OpenAI and WordPress account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So here to access the Pabbly Connect you have to search for pabbly.com/connect in your browsers and it will take you to the homepage of Pabbly Connect. So here on the screen you can see Pabbly Connect's homepage, and here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So I'm going to give the name as build an AI agent to auto schedule WordPress blog post. And now you have to giving a name to my workflow. It is asking me to select the folder. So here in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've already created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So now here in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to our forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now moving back to Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this, that means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as scheduled by Pabbly because I've already told you that I want to run this entire automation every day at a specific time. So for that I'm going to use the feature by Pabbly, that is schedule by Pabbly. So schedule by Pabbly is a tool that helps you automate tasks by setting them to run at a specific times. People use it to schedule actions like sending mails, updating data, or triggering workflows without manual effort. So here in my schedule trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as schedule workflow so that I can schedule the workflow, and then it is asking me how often you want to run your workflow. So here I can select at regular intervals, once every day, days of the week, or dates of the month as dates of the month also. So here I'm going to select every day, and here I'm going to select my time as 9 a.m. for every day. And now you have to entering all the required details. I'm going to click on the save, and here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully scheduled our entire workflow over here. Alright, so now you have to scheduling the workflow. I want every day at 9 a.m. it should check my Google Sheet for the specific date topics. So for that, firstly, I need to extract the current date over here for this automation. So for that, I'm going to use another feature by Pabbly, that is date time formatter by Pabbly. So by using this particular feature, I'm going to extract the current date. Alright, so here I'm going to select my action event task current date. So you can use date time formatter by Pabbly for format date with time zone, format date only, format time zone only, add or subtract time, modify current date, or date duration calculate. So this time I'm going to select my event task current date because I want to extract the current date over here, and then I'm going to click on this connect. And then it is asking me to select the basic format in which I want to get the current date. So here you can see in my Google Sheet, my date format is a very simple format, that is DDMMYY. So for that, I'm going to select my format as a very basic format over here, that is DDMMYYY. Alright, so here after selecting this particular format, I'm going to click on this save and send test request. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the current date over here, that is 30/04/2025. So this is our current date. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. And now after getting the current date, we are going to check for this current date in this Google Sheet over here. So for that, what we are going to do is that we are going to add another action step over here. And here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets, as I'm going to search for the details in Google Sheets. So Google Sheets is a free web-based spreadsheet program that allows you to create, edit, and share spreadsheets online. So in my Google Sheets action step, I'm going to select my action event as lookup spreadsheet rows V1. So here by selecting this particular action event, I'm going to look up for the value in my spreadsheet. Alright, so now here to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Sheets account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account. And here I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward. And then it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So here you can see I have created a spreadsheet with the name WordPress post. So I'm going to select my spreadsheet as WordPress post. And then it is asking me to select the sheets. I'm going to select my sheet as sheet 1, and then it is asking me to enter the lookup column. So it says search column here. You can pass multiple comma separated columns. We will grab the matching rows and give you all of its value. So here, as you know, that I want to look up for the row on the basis of the date. That means the current date. So here for the lookup column, I'm going to enter my date column over here, that is A. Moving forward, and then it is asking me for the lookup value. So it says enter the value to be searched in the column here. The response will return a maximum of 100 search results from the Google Sheet. So here for the lookup value, I need to enter the value that I want to search in my Google Sheet. So as I've already told you that I want to search the current date in this particular Google Sheet. So here instead of entering the current date manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response I received in my trigger step or my previous action steps. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that whenever we're going to receive new response, so that whenever this workflow is going to trigger, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So for the lookup value, I'm going to map the lookup value, that is the current date over here that we have received in this response, and then it is asking me include header and response. So for that I'm going to select true, and then it is asking me to select the sort value method. So I'm going to select the top. And now you have to entering all the required details. I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the entire row details such as the date, topic, target audience, tone of writing, and the word count. And here you can match the entire response from this Google Sheet detail over here that we have added, such as topic, target audience, tone of writing, and word count for this particular date. Alright, so with this we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now you have to extracting all the the details from our Google Sheet. I want to give these details to OpenAI to generate a post. So for that, I'm going to add another action step over here. And here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as OpenAI. So OpenAI is a company that develops advanced AI tools and models like ChatGPT. People use OpenAI to create content, write code, answer questions, and even generate creative ideas. So in my OpenAI action step, I'm going to select my action event as ChatGPT, so that by using this particular model, OpenAI should generate the post. Alright, so now here to connect my OpenAI with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Again, here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add a new connection. If your OpenAI account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection is asking me to enter the API token. So following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my OpenAI account, and from here I'm going to access the API keys given in the left side bar. And here in the API keys, you can see some existing keys over here. So I'm going to generate a new key by clicking on this create new secret key button, and then I'm going to give a name to my key, that is WordPress post. And then I'm going to select my project as default project, and then I'm going to create a secret key. So this is the API key generated, so I'm going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the API token over here. Alright, so now you have to entering the API token, I'm going to click on the save, and here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the AI model. So by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see all the AI models available over here. So here I'm going to select my model as GPT-4. You can select the model as per your need. And then here it is asking me to enter the prompt. So in this prompt field, I need to enter the relevant prompt that I want to give to AI to generate a blog post for me. Alright, so here I'm going to add a relevant prompt. And here you can see I have successfully added a relevant prompt over here where I've added some instructions for the AI and the detail as topic, target audience, tone of writing, and word count. So again, here instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. So here for the topic, I'm going to map the topic from the response that I've received in my Google Sheets. Here I'm going to map the target audience. Here I'm going to map the tone of writing. And lastly, here I'm going to map the word count. And with this, we have successfully entered the prompt over here. And now you have to entering all the required details. I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received a message content generated, where we have received the entire blog generated for our topic. Alright, so with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now after generating the blog post, I want to post this post on my WordPress account. So for that, I'm going to add another action step over here. And here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as WordPress, as I'm going to post the new blog on my WordPress account. So WordPress is a popular platform for building websites and blogs. It's easy to use, highly customizable, and doesn't require any coding skills. So in my WordPress action step, I'm going to select my action event as create a post, so that after generating the blog post, automatically that should be shared as a new post on my WordPress account. Alright, so now here to connect my WordPress with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Again, here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your WordPress account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection is asking me for the WordPress username, password, and the base URL. So here you can see already I have added my username and the password, and here for the base URL, let me all take you to my WordPress account. So in my WordPress account, you can see in the path URL, I have received my base URL. So I'm going to copy it from here, moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the URL over here. Alright, so now you have to enter all the required details. I'm going to click on this save. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and here for the post type, I'm going to select my post type as post over here. And then it is asking me for the post title and the content. So here I'm going to map the post title from the response that I received with my Google Sheet. So this is the topic. And here for the post content, I'm going to map the content generated by OpenAI. So this is the post content. And then it is asking me for the slug, excerpt, and some other details. So I'm not going to add any of the detail over here. And here for the status, I'm going to select the status as publish. You can select for future, draft, pending, or private as well. So I'm going to select publish, and here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully created a new post on our WordPress account. So let's go and check it. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see we have successfully created a new post over here with the same title. And here you can see the entire block generated by OpenAI. Alright, so with this we have successfully set up an entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have selected a trigger as schedule by Pabbly and an action as datetime formatter by Pabbly, Google Sheets, OpenAI and WordPress. So that every day at a specific time this workflow should trigger, and then automatically it should extract the current date using datetime formatter by Pabbly, and after getting the current date automatically it should look up for the current date in the Google Sheet, and after getting the current date and the details with that row, automatically I want to give these details to OpenAI to generate a blog post, and after generating a blog post automatically that should be posted on my WordPress account as well. Alright, so these were the steps to how to build an AI agent to auto schedule WordPress blog post. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. So now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, then you can simply visit our website, that is www.pabbly.com. So now if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.